right, here we are with example 4. You can see from my work where I solved for x, and then that gave me a value of h of -2 and k is +2, so that gives me a vertex of -2, 2. Over here I have my work for solving for p, and I got a +1, so my parabola is going to open to the right. So my vertex is here. I moved to the right 1 to find the focus, which gave me these coordinates. Then I moved to the left 1 to graph the directrix right here. So I have the equation x equals, whoa, definitely the wrong number, -3, not -1. And then I have my table of values right here and have graphed the parabola opening to the right. So hopefully you guys felt pretty confident with doing that as well. So let's finish up these last 2 examples. And it's like the ones we did in yesterday's lesson. We've got a picture. We need to figure out what P is. So let's take a look. Letter A, our vertex is at 0, 0. Our directrix is right here, 1 space away. So that would lead me to believe that P is going to be 1, but not just 1, it's going to be a -1. And the reason that I knew it was a -1 is because the parabola is opening to the left and not to the right. Again, we have that vertex being the origin at 0, 0. So I'm going to start with x equals instead of y equals because it's opening to the left. We're going to do 1 over 4 times p. In our case, p was -1. And we didn't have an h or a k, so we don't need to worry about that. So we're going to have the y squared. So I'm just going to rewrite this as x equals -1/4 y squared. And that is our answer for letter A. All right, let's look at letter B. Letter B does not have the vertex at the origin. So let's see what the coordinates are. That's at -2, +2. So the h is -2 and the k is +2. Now let's figure out our value for P. One thing I noticed is that it's opening to the right, so I already know that it's going to be a positive number, and the vertex is 3 spaces away from the focus, so P is going to be a +3. So I have x equals 1 over 4 times P, so again I'm plugging in the -3. All right, so here's where I would do in parentheses y minus, and then I would plug in the k. Well, the k for us is 2. So y minus 2 squared. Then behind it, h is what it is. So since it's a -2, I'm going to put a -2. So the only thing I need to do is simplify that fraction. I'm going to get a -1/12. Oh, y'all, I'm having an off day. That's a positive. Remember we said P was positive. I'm doing silly mistakes. +1/12 onto y minus 2 squared minus 2. There we go. Maybe I need a break. Although we did just have spring break, so I really shouldn't need a break. Okay, last example, and just like in yesterday's notes, that should definitely say vertex and not origin, so I apologize for that again. All right, so let's start with letter A. The vertex is the origin at 0, 0, so the h and the k are both 0. I like those problems. It makes it pretty easy. The focus is at 2, 0. So if you were to draw a picture just to get a rough idea of what this would look like, we have the vertex at 0, 0. We have the focus over here at 2, 0. Remember, your parabola opens around the focus, so right away I know that P needs to be a positive number, and the focus is 2 units away, so P is going to be +2. So I've got x equals 1 over 4P, 4 times 2, that's 8, and then y squared, because our h and our k were both zeros. That was a pretty easy one to do. All right, letter B, we have the vertex, again, at the origin. The directrix is right here at x equals 4. So here's what I know. Remember, the parabola opens away from the directrix. That means the parabola is going to open to the left. So I already know that P needs to be a negative number, and it's going to be -4 because the vertex and the directrix are 4 spaces apart. So I have X equals 1 over 4 times P. So 4 times -4 is -16 times y squared. Again, the H and the K were both 0, so we don't write those at all. All right, so last one. Focus is at 3, 0. Directrix is at x equals -3. We saw a problem kind of like this yesterday. Remember that the focus and the directrix are going to be equidistant to the vertex. That means the vertex has to be right here at the origin because that places it 3 spaces away from each. It's going to open around the focus. That means that it's opening to the right, so we're going to get a +3 for P. So I'm going to have x equals 1 over 12, because 4 times 3 is 12, times y squared. All right, so we're finished with our notes. I do know that for this week we have a Zoom session planned for Thursday to answer questions. I'd like everybody to attend. Then we have a quiz also at a Zoom session for Friday. What I do want to say is if you feel that you need some more practice and you need some help, if you will send me an email, I would be more than happy to set up one for Wednesday as well. But I just need people to let me know. So if no one lets me know that they need help, I'm going to stick with the schedule of having a Zoom session for Thursday and Friday. But if you're kind of struggling and you want some extra one-on-one help, I have no problem with setting up a session for Wednesday at 11 o'clock. I just need y'all to shoot me an email so I can do that. This would be optional, so not everybody would have to attend. So if it's only one person who wants it, that's fine. If it's 5 people that want it, that's fine too. I just need to hear some feedback from y'all. So I look forward to hearing from y'all, and if I don't hear from y'all, then I will see y'all on Thursday's Zoom session at 11 o'clock. Bye.